What's your name?
I'm Priscilla Theodora.
Where do you come from?
I'm from Indonesia.
Do you work or study?
I'm working here at Darwin as a restaurant manager at Khalid Bay, Lapis Essential.
Okay, now let's talk about television. How often do you watch television?
Normally every night after work, but I don't really watch television. I watch Netflix on my iPad, but still I'm watching a movie or a series nearly every night.
So, which channel do you usually prefer?
Like I say, I prefer watching in the Netflix, so it's kind of like one of the channel, but it's provide everything. So you pay monthly, or some people pay yearly to enjoy all the movies in there, all the facilities.
Do you enjoy the advertisements on television?
I don't really enjoy advertisement in the television. That's why I moved to Netflix, because there's no advertisement at all. Advertisement for me is really interrupting. For example, YouTube these days, when you watch a video, the advertisement is longer than the video itself. So every 2 minutes, it will have the advertisement, and then another 2 minutes, it will come another advertisement, which is interrupting what we want to see in the video itself.
Do you think most programs on television are good?
Some of them, yes. Especially the television, sometimes they advertise about home appliance, maybe, or they advertise about courses, study courses, which is really sometimes really helpful. And then about the food product that children might need, like a milk or healthy food. That's kinds of really good, and then give benefit to the viewers to understand more about the products. But sometimes they more advertise about the thing that give more money to them. Like, for example, the president election is coming up, and then they keep putting the the choice of the president in the advertisement, which is for myself not really important to see. Like, we know that the election is coming, we know our choices, and then yeah, that's it. They don't need to keep putting in the advertisement all the time.
Okay, so now I will give you a topic and you'll have 1 minute to take notes, and then you have to speak on this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, what's up? Could you please start?
So when I was studying in middle school, sometimes a lot of parents will gather around nearly the school break or nearly the school finish. So the parents will gather. Sometimes they just talk or just waiting for their children to finish. And then on my third grade, if I wasn't remembering wrong, so there was a transfer student. His name is Ivan. So he just moved to our school, and then his parents, his mom joined the parents meeting as well. So then she she knew my mom as well. And then they become a best friend, and then us as a children, because the parents, sometimes the parents still in the meeting, and then we play together as well. That's how my family know this, my friend Ivan. And then because Ivan's mom's really busy, so sometimes after school Ivan will go to our home to play until maybe around 5 o'clock, and then his mom will pick him up. So he nearly spent most of the time with me after school, and then we play together, we study together, we doing the homework together. So that's why we become a really good friend. And then after I finished middle school, we he chose another school, and then I choose this private school. That's why we went on separate way, but we still keep in touch and contact. And then it's actually until now. And then yeah, he still be one of my best friend since I was a kid.
Okay, now let's talk more about friendship. What do you think makes someone a good friend to a whole family?
Um, Maybe let's talk about my childhood friend Ivan. He's really a friendly person. He was just not just my friend, but the friend of my whole family. To my brother as well, to my parents as well. Like even if he was at home, but he was still helping my parents as well. Sometimes because after school, sometimes we were hungry, and then my mom fed him as well. And then he helped my mom to wash the dishes, and then sometimes he played with my brothers as well. So that depends on the characters of the person. If they can being friendly not to just one person but the whole family, that makes him a good person not only for me but for my whole family as well, because he helps us a lot.
Okay, do you think that we meet different kinds of friends at different stages of our lives?
Sorry, can you say again?
Do you think that we meet different kinds of friends at different stages of our life?
Yes, that depends on their personality, and then that makes how different they treat us. So, for example, one of my friend, she's really friendly, and then she gives all the good part to me. For example, we were eating, and then she gave the meat part to me, and then she only gave the skin part of the chicken or something like that. She really cared about me more than she cared about herself. But my other friend, she was a bit stiff, so she was a bit stiff. But I know that she cares about me. She didn't say it, but she showed it with other way. She showed it with her attitude. She showed it with, for example, she knows that I want that thing, and then she would buy it behind me, and then on my birthday she would give it to me. That's how she treat her friend. Different way, but I know they both care about me.
How easy is it to make friends with people from a different age group?
I different age group, I think it's a bit hard. For example, my flatmate now, she's 10 years old different than me. Like our topic not really the same, but that depends on us if we want to understand each other more. So we need to change a little bit. So for her, she pretty much talk about political situations. She pretty much talk about her old life and something like that. But me, I prefer like talking about something fun, like go traveling. Like I'm still having fun in my life in at this stage of age. But her is already stable age, different age. So but for us, we stay in the same home, and then eat together, live together, sleep together. So we try to combine our topics, to try to combine our experience. We learn from each other. So I try to make her life a bit fun as well. Well, she trying to make my education, my knowledge a bit better as well. With talking about politics, about lives, words, and something like that.
Okay, now let's talk about influence of friends. Do you think it is possible to be friends with someone you never met with them in person?
In my opinion, it is possible, but for me, it's not preferable to have a friend that you never met in person. I would prefer to meet someone in person so I can see their face, to see their body language, to see if they like me or not, to see if they're angry, to see this um, what they want to say. If they don't agree with me, they can say it, and then I can see it through their face, through their body language as well.
Do you believe is this real friendship?
I don't think virtual friendship is count as a real friendships, as they don't know you personally. They don't know what's your characteristics. Sometimes in the virtual situation, you don't really put your real picture anyway. So it's hard to tell if that they're really your best friend, because they don't even know you and you don't even know them. And then you just talk to someone that you never met. Feels like you're just typing in the computer and then talk to yourself.
Okay, what kind of influence can friends have on other life or our life?
Um, as a human beings, humans is a social creature, so we need someone to rely on, to depend on, or to continue our life. So friends is, for myself, is really important. Friends could lead us to a better way or a bad way, can give us a good influence or a negative influence. So, for example, uh, in my study, I will ask my friend, "Oh, am I study right, or am I doing it right or not?" And she would say, "Yeah, you're doing it right. Keep pushing me to study, and then to for me to have a bit better future." But on the other hand, for example, that friend maybe said something different. For example, no, you don't need to study for your future. You just have fun, enjoy your life. I might be a different person right now. I might be just not having a better education, not having a job. I'm just enjoying my life, and then it would lead me to a better future, not like today.
Okay, now how important you would say to have friends from different culture?
Different cultures friend could be really a positive influence to yourself, as you learn about many new things. For example, I have a for example, my flatmate, she's Taiwanese, and then she has well, she lived longer than me, apparently, yeah, 10 years older than me. So she learned a lot of cultures already before me, and then that's how and then she taught me about cooking, different cultures of cooking, like Taiwanese cooking, and then she had a boyfriend which is Korean before, and then she learned how to cook Korean food as well, and then she taught me how to do it, and then after that, not long after, I had a Korean friend as well, and then I said, "Oh, I can cook it for you," and then that's how we become friends as well, because we have same interests. And then the Korean friend taught me about his culture as well, how they interact with people, how he think that Korean is the best for him, why Korean is better than Australian. A lot of things that I can learn from other cultures. So, and then that makes my knowledge better as well.